Right, good morning everybody. It's a beautiful morning here in sunny Coventry. The sun is shining, it's not raining, and it's not snowing, which is quite impressive so far this April. So what are we doing today? Well, I'm going for a little ride out on the trusty ST1300 Pan European, and I am trying out my helmet cam for the first time. So we'll see how this works. This is a Drift Ghost X helmet camera. I'm using the external microphone, so hopefully you're actually getting half decent audio. Soon find out. And the other thing I've done is to use things called undercovers over the external mics. So these are little felt circles that you can use to cover over lapel mics, to get rid of wind noise, etc. So what I've done is I've got a set of these undercovers made by a company called Rycoat, and I cut a hole in the sort of 3M sticky pad that is supposed to attach them with, so that I could position that with the hole over the front and back built-in microphones, and then slip the undercover over the top. So hopefully that should reduce any wind noise, because that is apparently an issue for a lot of people with these cameras. But we will see what happens. Like I said, it's all new to me, all exciting stuff. And it's just nice to have a reason to get out on the bike, to be honest. And the main reason that I got the camera is actually for going off on adventures. So last November I went up to the Peak District and had a weekend around there, and in a few weeks time I'm going to be going and doing a little tour of Wales. So from Snowdonia down to the middle of Cardigan Bay and through the Brecon Beacons. So that's going to be a nice long weekend of riding. And with the scenery around there, it's certainly worth having a camera so I can capture it to bore my wife and children with when I get home, which is always fun. So what do I like about this camera so far? We'll see what the results come out like, but so far it seems very simple to use. It shoots at 1080p at 30 frames per second. Hopefully the audio will be good. I've heard it on again on other reviews on YouTube, where people have used an external mic positioned just in the cheek pad of the helmet. It's actually sounded really good, so hopefully this will as well. We shall soon see. And the one thing I really like about it is basically the design of it, the shape of it. It's quite sleek, aerodynamic. It's very, very light, so you can't you certainly don't appear to feel it at all when it's mounted on the helmet. So yeah, first impressions are pretty good so far, but the proof is always in the pudding. Oh no, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. That's the one, isn't it? If I knew the expressions I'm using, it'd be quite useful. So I'm just getting used to the pan still, really. Had it for nearly a month. It'll be a month on Monday. And it's a hell of a bike. It really is a hell of a bike. I haven't been able to stretch its legs fully yet. Haven't been out on the motorway on it yet. But had a little blast down the de-restricted dual carriageway the other day, and yes, it can certainly move, which is nice. It's a completely different bike to what I'm used to. I mean, previously I had a Kawasaki VN800 Vulcan Classic, basically like riding around in an armchair, which was lovely, absolutely beautiful. But I realised that life is far too short to try and keep a cruiser clean, so the sports tour has come a calling, And yeah, and I am a fat middle-aged man, so that's clearly part of the look, isn't it? You've got to love the mirrors on this bike. Incredible design, they really are. Welcome to Coventry, the land of the pothole. There are many, many, many of them, and I seem to hit pretty much every single one. And here we have the Coventry Ring Road. Now, if any of you aren't familiar with this absolute marvel of engineering, this is the reason that Coventry has remained such a small city. Because in the 60s, there was a decision made to put a ring road in, an elevated ring road, around the centre of the city. Which is fantastic because it means that you can get from one side of the city to the other in about 2 minutes, which is brilliant. However, anybody who isn't familiar with driving in Cov is terrified of it, because these entrances and exits are like life-size scale electric. Here we go, so we're going to come off here and check that, and nothing come in, we're all right. Whee, off we go. But my mum has been coming to Coventry since my sister moved here 23 years ago, and she is still petrified of the ring road. Bless her. Ooh, and over we go. Ooh, pop into Miller and Carter and get a steak for me breakfast. That'll be a good plan. Although they would insist on giving me a lettuce as well, which I always find a little bit confusing. Whee! Again, stop making the silly noises, Pete. Not a good plan. Right, I have my orders. My orders are to buy the 9-year-old some sushi, because she is a true child of the era. So we'll pop into the big Sainsbury's and get what we need. Anybody not from Coventry, this is what is commonly known as Fatty Island, also known as Heart Attack Island. More calories per square metre than I think any other piece of real estate in the country. And it's busy. Not surprising for a Saturday at Sainsbury's, but this one does get particularly heaving. That's a lot of dogs. And we're off again. Right, we've survived Sainsbury's. Now, let's go home. Got a top box full of crap that we didn't need, which is always a good sign. But in amongst that are 4 pints of Carlsberg Export, so I'm quite happy about that. Over we are. Polite young people, that's what we like to see. I was a young person once. It's overrated. I'm far happier being a crotchety old bastard. Which is what I am right now. Right, so I'm going to go this way. Blue sky's making an appearance again. That's a good start. Oh, it's a bit blowy down here. Oh yes indeed, feed the needy. So get the screen up a bit. There we go, that's better. Lovely jubbly. Let's get around this bad boy. And these bad boys. And this bad boy, bye bye. I'm gonna come around you now. Well, then there's my exit up here. And lapsing into stereotypical Colombian drug lord there for absolutely no reason at all. Okay, here we go. Whoosh. So earlier on I was talking about the Coventry Ring Road. There is such a thing as the Ring Road Hokey Cokey, because a lot of people, especially people who aren't used to the Ring Road, assume that because there are 2 lanes it's a standard dual carriageway, and so you have a progression lane and a overtaking lane. That is not the case. No, you only use the left lane if you just come on or if you're just about to come off. And so we do the Ring Road Hokey Cokey here in Coventry, and you get on, get right, stay right, get off, and that's the way we do it. The number of people who don't seem to appreciate that is quite staggering, to be fair, but there we are. Can't account for idiots. Okay, here we go. Actually, I won't go into that lane, I'll stay in this lane, because your man there is getting a little bit close. So I'll just rinse him when we get onto there. Oh, did I say that out loud? No, of course not, that would be irresponsible. And I can't possibly be seen as that. Off we go. Whey! I was going up there anyway. On Brown's Lane. Right. Here we go. Whoosha! There we go. Oh, it is a beautiful, beautiful day. Oh, I love the wedge. Camden Wedge Drive, always beautiful. Whether winter, summer, spring or autumn. Any road where you've got the trees coming up over you is a good thing. Something wrong with this engine, it doesn't like staying below the speed limit. It's something I need to watch. It just wants to get up and go, as does this absolute plonker behind me. But I'm just going to sit here in position 3 and he can do one. Do one back into the sea. Yeah, it's a good afternoon for riding. It's nice and cool, 9 degrees, sun's shining, birds are probably singing, I haven't got a clue. So all I can hear is there we go. Hopefully you guys can hear more than that. Right, whoosh, here we are, and we're away again. Amazing that the council haven't cut down all the trees yet, which is quite impressive for Cov. There we go. Lots of doggies in the park. Oh, hello. Don't you dare try and run across the road, mate. So there we go. Nice little jaunt out, testing the new purchase, the Drift Ghost X helmet cam. And I'm going to get home and have a look at what I've got, and hopefully we'll all be happy with it. So until next time, thanks very much, ride safe, and I'll see you around. Ta-ta.